Hey, 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 how's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening? What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a good day. I know things have been good here on the good ship Lily 2 today. So, anyhow, see if anybody shows up. Hey, there's Alexander. Hey, Pilot, what's up, man? No, Pilot, sorry. Alexander beat you by a frog hair, man. Just a little. Hey, Armco, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? So, did I catch any fish? Yes, I caught fish today. Come on, work light. Come on. Yep, caught some fish today. This light is giving me a hard time. See how that works. Oh, man. Come on. Hopefully that'll work a little better. All right, anyhow. Where was I? Sorry, did I catch any fish? Yes, caught fish today. Hey, Don. Hey, Kelly Banks. How you doing, man? I was jealous when you were heading out on the boat. Yeah, sorry about that, man. Had a great time out fishing today, too. Do we have to call you Carsizzle now? Oh, man, if only, huh? Wouldn't that be awesome? Hey, if I looked as good as she did in a bikini, you could call me anything you want to call me. Oh, man, Carsizzle. No, I didn't catch a lot of fish. I only got 2 dozen shrimp. Went out for just a little bit this morning. I wasn't expecting to, you know, slay them by any means. Learning. You know, this is all still kind of new to me fishing down here. It's different fishing than what I've experienced before. I've never been in the Florida Keys with my own boat before to go fishing. So I've got to find the spots and do all that. It was blowing pretty good today, so the seas were far too big outside to go outside and get bounced around in big water where the bigger fish would be found. So I stayed in the mangroves and I fished in and around the mangrove areas. Surprisingly, I got into what I would consider a little bit of backcountry type settings. Right here, really close in and around Buki Harbor. I was really kind of shocked there. I went up Sisters Creek, which is a waterway that connects Buki Harbor straight out to the Atlantic Ocean. And in the route going up there, there's another small creek, a little tributary that cuts off to the side, and that snakes around and backs up in there into a big pond. So I went back up into those mangroves and made my way up through there. So it was pretty cool. I did catch 2 legal fish. I caught a whole bunch of little ones. Obviously the mangroves are a good nursery for a lot of different species of fish. Lots and lots of small fish in there, not a lot of big fish. But I did catch one 11-inch mangrove snapper, which I filleted today. That was all filmed in preparation for a Catch, Clean, and Cook episode. And I also caught a blue grunt. I caught a blue grunt as well that was legal. The grunt was a little bit smaller than the mangrove snapper. Neither of them were, you know, anything to write home about. They were both barely big enough to get a fillet out of, but I was able to get a fillet out of them. So tomorrow we will be grilling them. They're in the ice box chilling out right now. I like to have fish chill off in the refrigerator for a day before we go to cooking them. They tend to just set up better. So tomorrow we'll be doing a blackened fish sandwich. Since I caught those fish, I had to run over to Publix today and get the rest of the making so I could make myself a blackened fish sandwich. I needed blackening seasoning, I needed some coleslaw and some avocado and some tomato. So I had to go for a grocery run today after I caught those fish. So I caught the fish early this morning, went and got bait first, caught the fish. Of course, this was after taking Miss Lily for her walk today. got the fish here, put them in the basket, put them back in the water, cleaned up, and ran to Publix, did the shopping I needed to do. Was lucky. I ended up sharing the taxi both over and back, going over to Publix, so it saved me quite a bit of money on cab fares today. But nonetheless, picked up all the stuff that I needed, and I got back out here to the boat, filleted the fish, got them all filleted out, and somebody just asked how much were avocados. 4 avocados for $5. The Haas, H-A-S-S style avocados were 4 for $5. I bought one. I just need one. I'm not a big avocado fan, but they really go well on a blackened fish sandwich. So let me jump in and see what I missed here in the chat. Okay, in the murky water, I caught 2 sharks off the beach 2 years ago. I caught mostly grunts. Grunts are tasty. Yes, they are. Yep. Hey, Marie, how you doing? That was by Sombrero Beach. Yep, I know it well. I was right over by there today. Is there regulations or limits on grunts? No, actually, well, yeah, no. There's a 100-pound limit. You're not supposed to catch more than 100 pounds of grunt. But no, grunts are, as far as I've been able to find in the laws, grunts are not, there's no size limit and there's no season limit. But, you know, they've got to get big enough to actually have a fillet, you know. You can't take them too small, so. No tartar sauce. This is not fried fish and tartar sauce. This is a grilled blackened snapper with avocados, tomatoes, and coleslaw on an onion roll for a blackened fish sandwich that is just awesome. Just an awesome sandwich. So. There are more here in San Diego where they're raised. Huh, well that sucks. Yeah, actually there was 2 different types of avocados. That's why I remembered it. They had the normal, you know, the standard, you know, Haas avocados, the smaller avocados. But then they also had these giant, huge avocados. I've never seen avocados that large before, so. But yeah, these were the Haas avocados, and they were fine. They were a good size. So, let's see. I love tartar sauce. Okay. Just behavior. Yep. Actually, I'm pretty sure they were 4 for $5, but I don't know how much they charged me because I just bought one. Now I got to see if I can see this on this list, which requires me to put on my better glasses because I'll never be able to read this small print with those glasses on. My fan's trying to blow my receipt away, so hold on. Avocado. Alright, hold on, I have to put a light on here. Avocado, Haas. Yeah, 4 for $5. 4 for $5. They charged me $1.25 for one avocado. So I didn't think that was too bad, but still, I picked up some seltzer water and a few other incidentals. I tell a story on myself. I have been making it a habit as part of my diet to try to treat myself to one special thing when I go grocery shopping. Once a week I try to allow myself one indulgence, one off the diet kind of thing. And normally my off the diet indulgence one item is one of those you know, cups of ice cream that they sell. I don't know if it's more than a cup, total volume more than a cup, probably 16, 18 ounce ice cream, whatever, in a cup. You know, one of my favorites is one called Fish Food, P-H-I-S-H, Fish Food. But anyhow, they didn't have that, so I ended up buying a cherry vanilla one today. And so it's get the protein ice cream. Yeah. So I was thinking to myself, is what my one indulgence, what I should do is I should try a different flavor once a week if I'm going to buy an ice cream as an indulgence. Because see, I can't keep ice cream on the boat. We don't have a freezer. So if I buy ice cream, I have to bring it to the boat and eat it immediately. I can't keep it, you know, it'll just melt. Even in my refrigerator, it'll just melt. So it's something that as soon as I get back from grocery shopping, I come home, get all the groceries put away, and then sit down and enjoy my ice cream. So I was thinking I might try a different flavor and try to, you know, go out there and try some stuff that I normally would never try. Or, you know, something that doesn't even sound maybe even appealing to me, but I'm just going to try different stuff. So I got a cherry vanilla, and I think the next time I'm going to try a gelato. But we'll see. We'll see. We're having fun with it, so that's what matters. Okay. I caught one snapper. Okay, they're in Marathon. Yep. Yeah, there's lots of snappers to be caught here, Alexander. Hey bud, that was the fishing was good, and bud, I had a report in on you as you were impersonating somebody else, so we are going to just go ahead and nip that in the butt. It was reported to me that that Bud was using somebody else's identity and wasn't supposed to, so he got deleted. Stick up for Carl on the troll sites. Yeah, Harold, that's probably not a healthy thing to do. You'll get hammered over there. So, hey, Wood Beast. Alright. 59 pounds to 4 years old and cannot walk too far. Good for you at your age and weight. Yep. Yeah, well, I was heavier than that and older than that and could not walk too far. And you know how you fix that? You put one foot in front of the other and you push yourself. That's what you do. You put one foot in front of the other and you push yourself. You make yourself do it. And you make yourself do it every day on an ongoing, relentless fashion. And guess what? Then you end up becoming an older but lighter, thinner, and healthier, more capable person. So, and that's what I've been doing, big dog. Just been pushing myself and it works. Jerry Garcia is the best. Okay. I haven't tried Jerry Garcia ice cream. Maybe I'll do that. So maybe I'll do that. Should be a Jerry Garcia. Okay. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, but I think it's fun to just try some different stuff. You know, put myself out of my comfort zone a little bit and try something else. Like eating a different flavored ice cream is really putting myself out of my comfort zone. But anyhow, we had fun. I did not, let me clarify, I did not take my fly fishing gear. Probably should have, because there was some fish feeding along the surface. I could have flown a fly back there. Not an ideal situation, but I could have. But no, I bought 2 dozen shrimp. I baited up shrimp. First, I started out with much too large of a hook and was just having my bait stolen off the hook and wouldn't catch anything. So then I went down to a really small hook, and then I started catching everything that was. I mean, I was even catching, you know, little 4 or 5 inch fish that were feeding on my baits. But I did catch 2 legal fish, and then I threw back a whole bunch and. I burned through 2 dozen shrimp in about an hour. Didn't take long. Lots of bites, lots of action. I was thinking to myself, it would have been so much fun for my grandkids to have been there. Kids would have loved being back there like that. You know, you bait up the hook with a little knocker rig. And what a knocker rig is, you know, you have your hook at one end, you go up about 18 or 20 inches and you put a weight, pretty good sized weight because there was pretty good current. And then what you do is you throw your bait in and you drop it to the bottom. You reel it up till you get just a little bit of tension on the rod, and you lift that weight just a couple inches off the bottom. That way the bait itself is still on the bottom, but the weight is off the bottom, holding tension on your tip. That way, as soon as any fish touches that shrimp, you can feel the sensation through the fishing rod and be able to set your hook. And that was the basic technique I was using, was shrimp on a yeah, wood beast. I already went ahead and deleted them, man. I did that, I think, just before you got there. So, but unless you're telling me something else I'm not aware of, I don't know. So, oh, Kelly Bing saying, hey, whole shot, just enjoying the Saturday and getting ready to watch the Kansas Jayhawks, 7:30. There you go, man. There you go. Okay. Huh. So anyhow, that was what we did. So Andy would be happy to know that we did get the driver's license. We got my fishing license this morning. I ended up buying the regular fishing license, but I also got the snook permit and lobster permit with that. So I have a basic saltwater angler with lobster and snook as part of my license structure right now, and so I am good to go legal. I was able to do that at about 6 a.m. this morning. So I was over at the no, Gary, that's the generator running. I'm trying to chill down the fish fillets in the refrigerator, so I'm keeping the generator running, trying to make sure the chill chest gets pretty cold tonight. Anyhow. So I got the license and got bait very early. I was over there just as Berdeen's opened up, bought some shrimp, bought a little fish identification ruler thing they had. Sort of a neat little thing. They had a little flip out ruler that had pictures of the various fishes and the current 2018 regulation for that particular fish. Like in the case of the mutton snapper. Or I'm sorry, the mangrove snapper. It said, you know, here's a picture of a mangrove snapper. They have to be at least 10 inches in length in order for you to keep one. And so I was able to identify it by the picture, look at the length, check the ruler. It was supposed to be 10. Mine was 11. Just barely legal, but legal nonetheless. And so into the bucket it went. And now, of course, into the refrigerator. The fillets are chilling off. So, looking forward to having a blackened fish sandwich for dinner tomorrow. So, I will be filming I did the catch, I did the clean part of the video, and tomorrow I'll be filming the cook part of the video. And then I will edit together a catch, clean, and cook, which was a requested video by Mr. Andy at Whole Shot there, so, which is cool. I'm glad we were able to get that put together. That's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm glad to hear, Pop. I can't wait to see the catch, clean, and cook. You're going to like it, Andy. You're going to enjoy it. So, funny word, schnook. Yes, it is. A schnook is a funny word for a fish. Hey, Rhonda, how you doing? Rhonda Moulton in the house. So Can I help you? Huh? Can I help you? You want to play with the ball? Is that what you want to do? Yeah? You want to play with the ball? You want me to throw that for you? Well, now what are you going to do? You dropped your ball. Where's the ball? What'd you do with it? It's sitting there on the table? You getting it back? You got your ball? What do you want me to do about it? Oh, now you don't want to give it to me. I got it anyway. I got it anyway. Somebody wants to play, kids. Somebody wants to play. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Ouch. 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 She doesn't want to. She wants to make sure she doesn't hurt me. Anyhow, sorry about that, guys. Gotta play with the dog a little bit. But yeah, schnook is a funny word for that. So, yeah, Lily gets a little camera time. You say hello to everybody? You woof? Can you woof? Huh? Can you woof? Who's there? Woof. Woof. Can you woof? Kind of hard to woof with that in your mouth, isn't it? Can you woof? Woof. Can you woof? Who's there? Woof. 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 Come on, woof. 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 She's such a sweetie. She really is. Anyhow, sorry about that, guys. So, yeah, Pilot, she is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. She's in great shape. So, you guys enjoy a little Lily time. So do I. So do I. Now, what are you doing? Okay, she's trying to bury the ball under my butt. You can't do that. You're silly. No, don't lick my nose. Don't lick my nose. I don't like a wet nose. You're supposed to have a wet nose, not me, so. Anyhow, kids, so we had fun today. We went out and we caught some... We went out and we caught some fish. I'm going to have to try some different... Gonna have to try some... Alright, stop. There, I'll put it in there. So, I'm going to have to try some different spots and search around different places and figure out other places to fish. Hopefully on days where the wind's not blowing so hard, I can get out and fish around the bridge supports. I'd like to go out by 7 Mile Bridge and fish underneath the bridge supports. There is some pretty big snappers in that area and some grouper. So it might be fun to go out there and catch them. Get down. Miss Lily is a little bit boogered tonight, but for a good cause, for a good reason. Today is the parade of boats is tonight, the Christmas parade. And so there's been a whole bunch of brightly lit up boats moving around through the anchorage. Everyone's been blowing horns and yelling back and forth this evening and carrying on. It's quite the party here in Boot Key Harbor this evening. In fact, I was rather tempted to not do a live stream tonight so we could be up on deck looking at the boats. I'm afraid it's pitch black out there. It wouldn't show up well in the camera. Otherwise, I would take you guys up and let you look at some stuff. But it's just too dark up there. There's a lot of cloud cover. There's no moon. And so, quit breathing on me. Go lay down. Good girl. No, that doesn't mean come back. That means go lay down. Good girl. Anyhow, so that's what we did. We went fishing, we went provisioning, we got back here and filleted the fish, got them chilling down, and then we relaxed this afternoon a little bit. Did a little real estate work. Always got to do a little bit of real estate work, getting some stuff caught up and getting stuff going. So, in fact, I have to do quite a lot of real estate work tomorrow. That's going to be my big focus tomorrow, is working on some stuff, getting some envelopes printed and addressed, and some more letters out for my next list. So, trying to get the income coming in, guys. So, let me jump back in the chat. She's funny. We love Lily time. She looks perfectly fine. Yeah, Pilot, she's perfectly healthy. Good for you catching fish. Yep. She's getting exercise now that you made it there. Yeah, Andy, I take her for a walk every morning. Every morning she goes out and gets to run around on the shore. First thing in the morning, we take her ashore. She goes and does her business, and then we walk down by the athletic fields and stuff. And she's getting lots of exercise and lots of running around time. In fact, her diet, her appetite has really picked up. I was mad at myself, actually, because I forgot to buy a bag of dog food when I was buying provisions today. She's not out by any means. She's got easily a week's worth of dog food still in her bin. And in fact, this time I really want to get down to the bottom of the bin before I resupply it. But here in a couple of days, I'll have to buy her another bag of dog food because she's really hitting the food pretty hard right now. She's making good use of it, but she's getting good exercise and she's having a lot of fun. I kind of laugh now, you know, I open up the companionway in the morning and she goes blowing past me, jumps up on the deck, jumps over the side into the dinghy, and is in the dinghy waiting for me to go. She's already figured out that's the morning routine, and she's all excited about that. And then halfway over to the marina, she's whimpering and whining and carrying on, and just all excited about being able to go ashore every morning. So she's having a good time with it. Harold, yes, lots of good parties going on tonight. Quite a few of them. So we have a little labradoodle that carries the ball and barks, sort of pretty funny. Huh, cool. You have a tennis ball with you for her walks, so she gets to run. Yes, Andy, I do show a tennis ball for her. My throwing ability sucks, though. Man, I cannot throw a ball to save my butt at all. I used to be able to throw really well, and now I don't. But this is her chew toy, and as you can see, it's rather deflated. But that's a tennis ball we throw for her. I have a little, you know, everyone's got a junk drawer. On the boat, I have a little junk bin where I keep all my stuff, my meds and my pens and my earbuds and my extra glasses and that kind of stuff. No, you can't play with that. You're going to drop it. You're going to drop it in a water dish and it's going to get all wet. You can play with that one. No, you can't have the tennis ball. You can have that one. You watch which one she goes for every time. She wants the tennis ball. But she can't have the tennis ball because she'll drop it and it'll end up splashing in her water dish and the tennis ball gets all wet. And then the cushions get all wet, and that means my bed's all wet, and I'm not letting that happen. Get out of there. You leave it. Leave it. Leave it. She wants to play with the tennis ball now, so. Okay. Oh, it doesn't have to be pretty as long as she gets to run. Oh, she gets to run, ma'am. She gets to run. My son has a plastic ball throwing arm thing for his dog. Works well for distance. You know, Pilot, I was thinking something like that might be a good idea. Actually, what I'd really like to pick up is a tennis racket. I'd like to see if I could buy a tennis racket, and that way I could just, you know, use a tennis racket to whack the ball and get some distance on it. And then, and there's tennis courts here. The other day I felt kind of bad. There was a guy about my age in the tennis courts, just, you know, really slowly and kind of sadly hitting a tennis ball up against the handball wall in there, obviously wanting somebody to play tennis with, and there was nobody around. So growing up as a kid in New York, we had our own tennis court in our backyard, so I used to be pretty good at tennis, so I was thinking I might get a tennis racket, and that way I could really whack the ball and have Lily run long distances after it. So. But I will say this much, when we get done with her walk, she's huffing and puffing and wanting to get on the boat and relax afterwards. So, let's see, sounds like you will be financially solvent soon with your realtor business. Yep, big dog, I absolutely will be. I have no doubt. It's going to take a few months, but I have no doubt after that. It's going to be a whole different environment here, so. A whole different environment. In fact, I've already started planning on, you know, what my first few acquisitions are going to be, you know, so. I mean, I really like my dinghy, but I want a bigger dinghy. I want a bigger outboard on the dinghy. Not that I would really be able to use it here. Frankly, my little 3.3 horsepower motor on my dinghy is actually just about ideal because, you know, you can't make a wake here. You've got to be pretty much idling or going pretty slow with your dinghy anyway. So, you know, my 3.3 horsepower with my dinghy with me and the dog in it, even if I'm at full throttle, I'm not making a wake. So it's actually a good size. I just want something newer and in better shape and more room. So, are you having fun? Are you having fun? All right, go on, go lay down. Go lay down. Any Goodwill store in Marathon, they usually have things like that. Yeah, Bubba, I'll have to look. I'm not aware of any store like that, though, here in Marathon. I'm not even, I imagine that, I think there's a Kmart here, so Kmart could probably sell tennis rackets. I really don't like shopping at Kmart. I have a problem with Kmart. During 9/11, if you guys remember back then, during 9/11, Kmart pulled all of their guns and ammunition off the shelf. I don't know what made them feel like that was necessary, but if 9/11 had been the beginning of what a lot of people thought was going to be a landing by foreign people or whatever, and you know, we expected a lot more things to go on and happen. You know, for Kmart to have removed the guns and ammunition from their shelves that people may have needed to defend their homes and family, kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I don't shop at Kmart for just that reason. I'm holding a grudge, I guess. But I don't hold a grudge very often, but I just find it offensive for them to have pulled guns and ammunition off the shelf that people may have needed if 9/11 had become a bigger deal than what it was. So fortunately for all of us, it did not, but still, people still have the right to own and possess firearms, and I found it unconscionable that they pulled it from the shelf. You may think that was a smart thing to do, whatever. I don't care about, you know, how you feel about that. That's the way I feel about it. So anyhow, that was my day today, guys. I had a real hard day. I had a real hard, rough day. I had to go fishing. And then I had to go get the stuff to make my blackened fish sandwich for dinner tomorrow. And I'm really looking forward to that. In fact, I even bought a little wasabi. I even bought a little Chinese wasabi. I'm going to put a little wasabi on it to give it a little extra kick. I don't know about you guys, but I like that hot, you know, radish, the Japanese horseradish paste. It puts a little kick in everything, and I kind of like that. So just the way I am. I like Chinese mustard too. So anyhow, that's it. That was it. That was my day today. Went fishing, had a blast, caught some mutton snapper, caught a blue grunt, and to its name, the grunt really grunted. When I got him up on shore, up out of the water on the boat, and was trying to take the hook out of him, he was just grunting away. So I did not take Miss Lily fishing with me. She just would have been impossible to have on the dinghy while I was fishing. The dinghy is small enough as it is for me to have all the fishing gear out and around that I needed without her in the boat with me as well. So she did not go fishing with me this morning, but we might do something with her fishing later on. But she just gets so excited when we go fishing. It's really, she gets carried away. So my son said pet store for the tennis ball launcher. Yeah, I know, Pilot. Yeah, I know they're there. I know where I can get one. So yes, Alexander, they really do grunt. They make a deep, heavy, guttural grunting sound that they're well named. They're well named. When they call it a blue grunt, it really it is blue, and it really does grunt. So. And it gave up just the prettiest white fillet, too. The fillets look really nice. So very small, not very big. Each fillet is smaller than my cell phone. But the four of them, you know, grilled with a little blackening seasoning on the propane grill. I'm going to wrap the grill with some aluminum foil and then lay them on top of that, I think. I think that's the best way to do them. And just coat them in the blackening seasoning, grill them up so they're nice and done, and then layer that up on the roll. I'm even going to toast the roll a little bit on the grill. So we'll have some fun with that. Not as good as my skeets catch, clean, and cook video that I did on skeets back in Alaska, but nonetheless, it was hard having to go out fishing today as part of my job. So Do they have vocal cords? They must have some mechanism for making sound, as June. I don't know if I would necessarily call it a vocal cord, but they most assuredly do make a grunting sound, but that's the only sound that they make. I think it's just they're pushing air out of their air sac making that sound. So, all right, Rhonda, we'll see you later, dear. Thanks for visiting. Appreciate it. So, and in any event, guys, I was going to make this a short live stream anyway. The fact is, I am kind of tired. I got up really early this morning. I don't know why. I could not get back to sleep. So I was thinking I might go to bed kind of early this evening. Can I help you? Where's your ball? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? You want it? You want it? Look at the focus in that eyes, in the face, guys. I'm moving the ball around. Look how she's focusing on that ball. Too much fun. Dogs are fun. Dogs are fun. No beer tonight. Nope, no beer tonight. So let us maybe feature a regular. Let us maybe feature a regular. What do you mean by that, Would Beef? Hey, Mark Hind, how you doing? You're having one for me. All right, there you go. Yeah, no, I had enough to drink last night. I did have a beer with me while I went out fishing today, but I did not drink the beer while I was out fishing. Just too early in the morning. Well, I didn't want to have a beer that early in the morning. Andy's having a Corona. There you go. Nope, I'm having. Let's see, you dropped your ball again. I'm having a bubbly. Dog, quit. I'm having a bubbly, sparkling water, orange flavored seltzer water. They're good. They're very good. They're cold, they're carbonated, they're refreshing, and there's no chemicals in there whatsoever. Nothing chemically in there at all. So they're very healthy for me to drink as well, which I kind of like. I really like, actually. So anyhow, that was it, guys. That was my job today. My job was to go fishing, and I did a good job of it, and I got some good video shot of it. So video not reversed tonight. Pilot, I think there was a update on the iPhone and the iPad that happened about a month or so ago, and they fixed that problem with it reversing everything. I don't know what they did, but I know I did an update to the iPad, and then from that point on, nothing was reversed anymore. So we'll get to those going to be a minute. Okay, cool. Hold on, Coors Light. Oh gosh, no. No, don't drink light beer. Never could. We could read the can. Okay, yep. Why are you streaming? Do you stream often? I stream every night. And sometimes every morning. Sometimes twice a day. Sometimes 3 or 4 times a day. I stream a lot. I stream, you stream, we all stream for I stream. Why not? Anyhow, kids, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end this early. There really wasn't much else to talk about. They do have the parade of colored boats going by. Actually, that's kind of ended now. They were leaving the harbor just as the live stream was starting tonight. That was about it. That was about it. So tomorrow we're going to be filming the cook part of the Catch, Clean, and Cook video, and then once I have that done tomorrow, then on Monday I'll probably do all the editing and get it uploaded on Monday or sometime thereabouts. So very involved video. Doing a catch, clean, and cook seems like a fairly simple thing, but it's a very involved video. You know, getting organized to go fishing, and then getting organized to prepare the food, and then getting organized to cook the food. And I mean, I have a lot of jobs to do. I got to do a lot of dishes. I got to clean up the kitchen, clean up the grill, get it so it looks nice for being videotaped, you know, because we always got to spruce things up, make things look better. So, and I got to do some vacuuming. I really got to do some vacuuming. Got dog hair all over the place in here. I got a hairy boat at the moment from this dog who's shedding. So, anyhow, that's all I'm going to have for you guys this evening. Let me just check the cell phone real quick. Want to make sure I didn't forget to give anybody any credit. Nope. Okay. Okay. Well, anyhow, guys, that's about it. So if you want to jump in and contribute to the adventure, go ahead and hit up my PayPal. There's a description and the links down below for my PayPal. And that's about it. We will be, we want Food Network quality. Yeah, good luck. Hey, you know what? Seriously. If I had the money that some of the other YouTube channels had, I could guarantee you a Food Network quality production, because I could hire the editors and the camera crews and have all the other you know, super microphones and have the personnel and staff on hand to do that. But with just me, myself, and I, you know, it's very difficult to be the chief cook, bottle washer, film crew, on-air personality, camera person, sound guy, all at the same time. And so some things get missed and some things don't do as well. So it's going to be as good a quality as what I can do, and that's just the way it's going to be. So charity wife is just wondering. Troll Sniper, I'm not sharing the actual amounts, but 10% of what was raised did go to breast cancer. That's the only way I'm going to put it. I'm not going to feed the trolls by giving them any kind of dollar amount. So that's cancer research. So there you go. Yep, cancer research. What? Funds were donated. So anyhow, with that said, kid, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Be good, be careful, take good care of one another. We will have more. We'll have more for you tomorrow. She just belched in my face. Go lay down. You don't need to belch in my face. We'll have more for you tomorrow. Oh gosh, sorry about that, kids. Anyhow, good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Be good and be careful. Thanks.